Now to the latest on the immigration crisis in New York City. Some people are sleeping on the streets of Manhattan simply because they refuse to be relocated to living quarters provided by the city of New York. The group that we're seeing on the sidewalk was originally put up in a hotel. The city wants single men who are in that hotel to be transferred to another location to make room for women and children. Dre Clark is in New York City with more on this story. And Dre, it's not surprising to see some on the streets because shelters are so full, but they have beds provided for people. Why don't they want to go there?
Well, they claim the location they've been asked to go to is isolated, it's dirty, and it's cramped. And so they say they would much rather be camped out here on the sidewalk than go to that location. And that's what you see behind me. But earlier this morning, there was a separate group of men who did agree to go to that location in Brooklyn. And this is video of them leaving the hotel here this morning, the Watson Hotel, on city buses. They will make their way to the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, where they have agreed again to stay in a city provided facility. But these men who are camped out here in front of the hotel say they just have no interest in being at that location. So they have chosen to stay out here in the cold weather. Now, yesterday, police officers and workers from the city's Office of Immigrant Affairs faced off with the group, demanding they pack up and leave. But after some back and forth, they reached a compromise. The group can stay here on the sidewalk, but they are absolutely not allowed to go back inside the Watson Hotel where they had been staying. This situation stems from the weekend when the city started moving single male adult migrants from the Watson Hotel to the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal. City officials say they needed to make that change to make room for families with children who are seeking asylum. This is a look inside of that facility in Brooklyn, but almost immediately after the men got here, many of them chose to come back here to the Watson Hotel, claiming they'd rather sleep on the street than stay at this location. This was the mayor, Eric Adams, responding to those allegations that this facility is cold, is cramped, and they're being served bad food. Take a listen.
I just had to come here when I started hearing all the rumors about it was too cold. My brother got on shorts, so he's inside, it's warm inside. About the food not being there, healthy food is present, even the snacks are healthy. We just need to stop the anxiety. When I spoke to the men who are here, they shared the same energy. We want to come here, we want to work, we want to pursue the American dream. We're thankful to the people of New York City.
Now, some have likened that Brooklyn facility to a detention center or even a concentration camp. The mayor's spokesperson was quick to respond to that claim on Twitter, saying, "This is appalling to asylum seekers. Every victim of genocide and anyone with any decency apologize and pick up a book." He, of course, directing that to those individuals who are calling the facility a concentration camp. Back here live on 57th Street, you can see, again, those men now camped out here, and they have no intentions on leaving here. Migrant support groups have been coming here throughout the day, giving them food and blankets, doing anything they can to keep them warm. But the mayor says right now the situation is reaching a breaking point because they're running out of space to find for these men. But as of right now, they have decided to stay here, and there are no plans right now immediately to have them go anywhere. Adrienne?
Ray, thank you so much for that reporting. We'll stick with that story and give people updates as we get them.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.